Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time of the day it is in your particular part of the world. And I'm back with another pick a card reading. Today I want to focus on the energies, what's going on with you and another person. The other person will be anybody you choose to think of. It could be your partner, it could be a new love relationship, interest, it could be your parents, your siblings, a colleague at work. If there's somebody on your mind that you would like to understand perhaps a little bit more about the dynamics between the two of you, this is what this reading is going to focus on. So we have pile 1 here with this large black lump of rock which came from my garden. Pile 2 with another, looks more like a flint maybe. I don't know where this stone came from, probably one I picked up on the walk, or my niece or my nephew or the dog picked up. This stone the dog definitely chose and dug up and brought in as a present for me. So we have the Wild Unknown Archetypes for pile 1, the Akashic Tarot for pile 2, and the Quantum Oracle for pile 3. Choose your pile and I shall see you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1, and if you chose the Wild Unknown Archetype cards, this is your reading. So on the left, I'm going to place you. On the right, the person you're inquiring about, and down the centre will be the place where you can perhaps meet in the middle or understand where the other's coming from. So this is the self. You are showing up as the queen. Different energy than the mother or the empress, not as nurturing. You are very much focused on the well-being of your citizens. You're the queen, you have a role to play. You have to look good, you have to perhaps be a little aloof sometimes. You can't always reveal your true feelings. It is feminine, the energy is being softened, you have the moon in the middle. You have all of this grounded red energy going on around. In the centre of this flower is a pearl, your pearls of wisdom. There's a hand at the top with a snake wrapped around, and the snake is weaving its way in and out. So there's something to do with strategy. I'm also getting a Cleopatra type energy here. A very female, feminine ruler. That's the archetype, that's the energy you are standing in now. You are not just focused on yourself. There are other people for you to be thinking about. You are queenly, you are stately, you are dignified. You are very feminine, you rule in a different way than a king. The snake, intuition. You're guided by your intuition. There's a red stone also in the moon type image. So very grounded, very stable, very rooted, but soft and feminine. Something to do with transformation, something to do with Eve-like energy as well. You're in a very powerful energy. The person that you're thinking of is showing up as the archetype of the warrior. This person also has a snake. I feel you are not particularly guarded. You obey the wisdom of the snake, but perhaps for diplomatic reasons there are certain things you don't reveal or you don't make known to the public. That sounds quite cryptic. The warrior here, so you're connected by snakes. Snakes are wisdom, transformation, change. This person is more guarded than you. I think they're going through a big transformation and change, and hopefully other cards will shed illumination on this. I think they've been surrounded by darkness, greyness for a long time. They've battled. But this clear crystal in the centre of the skull is showing enlightenment, and I think this is coming from above. I think they may be coming out of a battle energy. I think they perhaps have been guarded towards you, in fight mode with you. So the face you are presenting to this other person is that of the Queen, somebody standing in their power, very feminine, slightly aloof, very stable, very rooted. And that the energy, the face they are showing towards you is the warrior, slightly more aloof, slightly more battle ready. Okay. The place where you can meet if you're hoping to heal this relationship or simply to make it better is the lover, not the lovers, the lover, to operate from a place of love. You have the swan, and swans mate for life. It's also majestic, so it fits with, certainly with the Queen. In the swan's curvature of its neck, it also is protecting a pearl, which is in the flower. So I think the warrior recognises you are something beautiful and precious and rare to them, even if they are not showing this face to you at the moment. Their energy is softening. This person is changing and transforming, but the energy between you is one of love. That's the place you can reach each other, coming from a place of love. The swan also has a flower beneath, very similar to the flower here. And all of its petals are opened. The swan also has pearls around the outside and a darker stone in the middle. I'm not quite sure. I might say an amethyst, simply because we have this purple here. And the pearl is golden, which again fits with majesty. And we do have this gold and purple majestic colours. Okay. So I think perhaps you need to extend a loving hand to the warrior and perhaps be aware of the internal battles this person has been through. Okay, the place where you are at, yeah, absolutely beautiful energy for you. Okay, the place this other person you're inquiring about is at. Okay, the place you are is the heart, and it connects with the energy of the lover. You are, okay, I'm going to start off with the black and white imagery. It appears to be corn or wheat, and it appears to have wildflowers in with the wreath, but it's coming across as barbed wire or guarded. Perhaps you have been protecting your heart. Got pink healing energy, a softening of the red above here. In the centre is an image of two people in a boat. It's a black and white image, it's a silhouette in a rowing boat, but they have a pink glow around them, and then above, two rings or two planets joined. I think you are longing for a loving, open-hearted conversation with the person that you're inquiring about. Perhaps your relationship's been a little adrift, but together in a boat with no one else around. Open-hearted communication. I think very much you are operating from a place of the heart, of love. This person, I talked about transformation and change. I think this person really has been going through it. Fights and battles, transforming. I think they're getting there. But this card is so powerful, the Bardo. It's the death and rebirth card. It's the liminal space in between. I think your person may be undergoing a spiritual awakening, a huge transformation. The death, the ending of one situation. And they are very much looking inward. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Okay, the place where you can meet in the middle is the temple. It's extending that love. And for the person you're thinking of who is undergoing this change, this transformation, they do have greens on there, which is the heart chakra, but they've got sort of browns and topazes and oranges on there. This is the energy they need to shift from, a more worshipful, a place of gratitude, where you can both meet honestly and sincerely. It may be that you can heal each other by meeting in the temple of love. Hands together. I know this is one person's hands touching, operating like this, but I almost see the two of you reaching out and touching. We have a pyramid pointing upwards. We have leaves, we have the hands. 39, I don't know why I'm saying numbers. Okay, this transformation for this person could be a very religious type experience. but meeting in a place where you can both express gratitude, open-heartedness. This is a place you can meet. Nature is my temple, green, outdoors. New growth, healing between you needs to occur. There's a lot of love in this reading though. And this person, I think, is in need. The second person is in need of love. Yeah, this person's in need of love. Okay, these are the tools that can help you. You have the kiss. So kiss can be platonic as well as romantic. Holding hands here again. Taking this person by the hand. We have a moon, but it's a crescent moon. Somehow your kiss will illuminate the darkness for this person. And although it's called the kiss, you're taking them by the hand. Yeah, operate, come at this person from a place of love. Perhaps allow them to see you as the human, the person, the commoner behind the throne, and to speak from your heart. The tool, this person, the stone. We've got the triangle, we've got the square, we've got the circle, and then within the circle we appear to have the stone. Again, it's grey, but at the centre there's an awful lot going on in these greens and purples. This person is definitely experiencing a transformation. I feel that something's been chipping and chipping and chipping away to get to the centre, to get to the heart, yet to get to the heart of them. The gem, it looks like a gemstone. Stripping away layers, stone-hearted. Yeah, this person. Okay, let's look at the energy between. Okay, the riddle. Yeah, I think perhaps you both appear as enigmas to one another. No snake, but it looks very serpenty. And you've got the three here, the joining. Can you see? There's your light, there's their light. Oh my gosh, each hand reaching out, and then the hands are clasped. You need to come, okay, so these are tools, things to help you. So a riddle is a puzzle, and it can be a very knotty puzzle, an enigma. I think you're an enigma to each other. You operate from this heart love, and there's so much love between you. You both have to drop your guards and the masks that you wear and approach each other from a place of pure love and worship. Yeah, pure love, gnosis. The person that you're asking about and you are very destined. You have a very spiritual connection. You may be at conflict, you may be at odds for the moment. Possibly this person's too much in the masculine energy. Possibly you're too much in a powerful female energy, and the energies between you need to soften, okay? Soften. And on your side you have the greens and the purples that this person has. And on their side are the pinks and the yellows that you have, and a bird appears to have flown all the way around this wheel. Okay, this is real, pure, highest form love that exists between you. If there's conflict, it can only be solved with love. I feel you are prepared to soften and heal and extend the hand. This person is going through such a transformation. You are a riddle for each other to solve. But what exists between the two of you is just pure love. And it's a very, very spiritual connection you have with this person. I'm fascinated. I'd be fascinated to see in the comments who I'm reading for, who identifies with this pile. And the person, I do see a love relationship, not a platonic love relationship, but a very high level soulmate, twin flame sort of relationship. But you're at odds at the moment. You need to solve, this is the tool. The two of you need to solve this riddle and see the value of all parts. Perhaps you take on some of their energy, they take on some of yours, and you reach this pure centre. It's a really, really intriguing reading, pile one. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated in some way. If you're not already, I hope you will subscribe, like, share. Blessings to you, pile one. Hello, pile two. If you chose the Akashic Tarot, this is your reading. So I'm going to read you on this side, the person you're inquiring about on this side, and the energy or what's helping or serving or possibly hindering between you in the middle. So this is the self that you are presenting. And this is the self that the person that you're inquiring about is presenting. Okay, you're coming across as very focused on work, teaching and learning, the scribe, writing. We have the master standing at the lectern writing. There are a pile of scrolls on the floor. We have 3 monk type creatures who are busily writing. I I know monks produced most of the texts and books, but you may be very focused on learning on your spirituality at the moment. I think you're coming across as quite serious and quite scholarly. This person, the person you're inquiring about, is riding home. He's been away surveying his kingdom, possibly been in battle, but he's coming back. He's smiling. Here's his kingdom. All's well in this person's world. This person is heading home, is coming home, and might very well find you are occupied elsewhere. All right, the energy between the two of you. The King of Scrolls. Okay, so the scribe has the scrolls on the floor. So the energy between you is something to do with knowledge. Yeah, okay. You need to come out of the library. Can you see this King of Scrolls is standing in the garden? It's a beautiful garden, but he's got his back and gates to the outside world. He's been very busy reading his scrolls, possibly looking after the kingdom for the King of Keys. Maybe drop your guard a little, and the energy between you, one of exploration. It's not pastures new, because this is this king's land, and this is this king's, and this is the energy between you both. But perhaps, okay, an energy of rediscovery. You may have been separated from this person for a time, estranged from this person for a time. You may have been more in hermit mode, going within, studying, learning. It's a time to leave the learning for a while and to enjoy life. Okay, the place you're coming from and the place your person's coming from. Okay. All right. You have been on a journey of self-discovery, and I think you are ready to set off and see the world and, as I've said, come out of your library. Interestingly, the garden, and I talked about the gates, we've got gates here, got children playing and exploring, little girl looking at a butterfly, boy with a catapult. Somehow these children don't strike me as being in sync. He looks like he's wearing period costume, Tudor costume. She looks modern. She's got a magnifying glass. He's got a catapult. There could be an age gap between you and this person. Or a different cultural background. Or simply a long time has passed since you were connected with this person, something to do with time. I'd love to know what the little boy's firing his catapult at. He's smiling, the little girl's exploring the butterfly transformation change. Okay, so I see this child as you, and you are ready to set off on adventures. Possibly you feel this person's living in the past, and they're content with being at home in the garden, as beautiful as it is. Now you've come out of the library, you want to go beyond. Nevertheless, both outside, both belong to the same suit, roses, which is cups, so love, energy. This is intellect. This is sort of building an industry. This is clearly intellect. Okay. So this is where you're coming from. This is your place. This is their place. This is the energy between you. The lookout. Okay. You want to set off in your ship. You want to go on a journey. And that might be real and physical. You want to travel and see the world. It might have been a journey of learning. Okay. So we've got a man standing in the crow's nest. He's got binoculars. He's looking for the danger. Clearly there's some kind of an attack. He is on guard. He is vigilant. His ship has been hit. There's fire all around him. There's something of a warning. Conflict, danger of conflict. Be on the alert between you and this person. These children have their back to where he's pointing. Possibly the person you're inquiring about has turned their back and isn't aware of potential conflict and trouble. Perhaps you are being too impetuous on your journey, or this person feels you're being too impetuous on your journey. Yeah, there's something, an energy between you, the place, this is places. Adventure for you. Yeah, being outdoors, smelling the roses, enjoying both of you, both outdoors, both happy, open and open. But there's something to be on the lookout for. All's not well in the kingdom. Okay. Tools. All right. Okay. Both. Very spiritual. So what tools, what's aiding you and this person is spirituality, a past. So we have Hilarion reading from the book, and then we have all these spirits around. I talked about possibly you being on a learning journey. I talked about the past and a possible age gap, and then we have these spirits, and they appear to be ancestors, and they're dressed in an old-fashioned way. He has a book, he has knowledge. Perhaps you're clairvoyant, or you've been reading about, or you're a medium. Something to do with the past, long ago past. This boy in the old-fashioned clothes and her in the modern clothes. Your person's energy, the muse, they've heard the calling. They have blossom all over. They are inspired. We've got blossom, spring, garden. possibly they've heard your calling. They are facing you now, where they've had their back and you're not here because you've been on your journey. Both of you need to get out of your heads. What's the people, places, what can help the two? Okay, all right. Your spirituality can bring you together. We've got the Oracle of Delphi here sitting above the sulphurous volcanic odours, dispensing her wisdom. The man that's standing here with a scroll looks very similar to Hilarion on here. And he is listening to her, and I've got the feeling he's writing down what she's saying. And the person you're inquiring about has felt the call. And the Oracle of Delphi and the Muse, they were both coming from a sort of Greece, ancient Rome, ancient wisdom, something, age. I wish I knew what this was. This person is a person of action. They're coming home, they're smiling, they're glad to be home, they want to relax. They enjoy the garden. There's something you both, it's right at the centre, need to be aware of. And that might be during the time that you've been apart or in separation. There's been change and you might need to adjust to that. If you expect everything to be plain sailing, it's possibly not going to be. But the tools that can help you are wisdom and knowledge, and tapping into intuition and perhaps exploring and going on a journey together. You can explore the garden. You can explore the kingdom, you can explore the world. You can explore the esoteric. Right, strange card to come out here after all of these. It's another card of warning, I think. It's the Four of Roses. So this is the sort of initiation point. And it's views of the ego. There are three people on this card. We've got a woman, we've got the man in the centre with his hands on his hips, and we've got another man. Now, the mirror is only reflecting the middle person. The female and the male on either side are both stood ramrod straight, facing forward. The one in the middle is a bit cocky, the hands on the hips, distorted ego, perhaps seeing himself reflected back, having all the power, and these two people aren't there. Possibly somebody has got in the way of you and this person and has caused some kind of a conflict. Possibly one of you has been too much in the ego and has become self-inflated. But I feel this in the middle is not either of you, it's a third party. And by third party, it doesn't have to mean cheating, but something has got in the way. Work, somebody feeling important because of work. But I think it's a warning to meet in a familiar place of common ground. Before you venture off again. Maybe small steps. Small steps. This bottom row is what will help you, and it does appear to be the learning, the spirituality, the wisdom. But to let go of the ego. Okay, we have a person and a group, on their own, two together, on their own, no main person. Person surrounded by spirits, person talking, giving advice, dispensing wisdom, being listened to and recorded, person answering the call. 3, there's something getting in the middle, something getting in the way. This is what needs to go. The ego needs to be dropped. And I don't know from which side, possibly both. But there is something to do with reunion, meeting again, finding the middle, finding the common ground. That's your reading, pile 2. I hope that resonated. If it did, be sure to subscribe if you aren't already. Leave me a comment. Let me know who this person is or what the situation is. Should you feel called, give it a like and a share. Brightest blessings to you, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this stone and this deck, this is your reading. So it's my intention to read you down this side, the person you're inquiring about down this side, and energies between you in the middle. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is you and how you're showing up at the moment. New supportive connections. So it looks like Our Lady is having art lessons or doing art. She's enjoying, she's learning, she's sharing with this person here. There's somebody else in the background who's, there's another easel, several other easels. So it could be work, could be a hobby. But this is how you are presenting. You are in the energy of being open, of learning, of exploring. And the person you're inquiring about is also quite open. Friends and colleagues. I said work for you, but a hobby, a meeting, a group. I don't know what the energy between you is at the moment, but I'm getting the sense that the person that you might be inquiring about is possibly somebody new. Yeah, somebody new. And you might meet through work, through friends, through a hobby. But both you and the person you're inquiring about are very happy, outgoing. You're both in a good place. You're both open to meetings, socialising. There's just a nice light energy. Yeah, look, kindred partnership. Yeah, I think this might be a new relationship you're asking about. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, although the energies feel that way. But yeah, we've got all these balloons, you know, feeling up and light and happy. Yeah, there is a lighthouse, we've got a rainbow, and we've got the sea. You know, she's just flinging herself into this person's arms. Kindred partnership. So meeting somebody from your soul tribe. This has a really different energy than the other two readings. This feels new, it feels fresh, it feels exciting and uplifting. Very, very light. Okay, this is places. Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah, okay. So this is the place you're coming from. Great gratitude. And the sun's just come out on this reading. It did that last time in somebody's reading and they were actually outside watching. And the sun was coming in and out of the clouds as they were listening. So perhaps if they listen, this is the pile that they'll choose. Okay, so this is the place that you are coming from. Great gratitude. Lovely spring, young, fresh energy, like I was talking about. Blonde lady here, blonde lady here. I think she's fair there. Just surrounded by these songbirds, and she has some little, I want to say the thrushes, I don't know, but some tiny fledglings, robin on her shoulder, robin here, and robins are very special to me. But we've got all kinds, we've got all kinds of beautiful birds. In fact, we seem to have some very ordinary sparrows with some magical markings on them. Okay, you are operating from a place of, again, it's spring, it's fresh, it's light. You are grateful. You're operating from a position of just being grateful, thankful for these new supportive connections, for where you are, for connections in your life. And the person that you're inquiring about, happy success. Okay, and again, they are so grateful. They have their arms open. He has a heart held in this hand. I'm not sure what's in this hand. It might be a stack of coins. It could be a candle. But both are outdoors. Spring, summer. We've got poppies, fields of corn. He's wearing red, connected sort of to the heart, literally thanking the universe. Happy success, yeah, might be a stack. So success in love, success in money, but totally open to receiving and happy and joyful. This is just lovely. Okay, and the energy, where the place you're both coming from, I love this. Optimism, you both feel optimistic about this connection. A whole new world stepping through in another doorway. But outside, summer, spring, summer. Okay, oh, and just look at all the abundance here. She's wearing yellow, which is a sunny, happy colour. This archway, pears and apples and grapes, all kinds of fruit. I think you are both feeling very bright and happy and optimistic. about each other. The other two cards have possibly had an energy of reconciliation. I think this is new. I don't think there's a history. I don't think there's a past to heal. Okay, things that can help, tools, taking steps for you, playing it safe for your person. Really interesting, because both of these are much more tentative than what's gone before. And this to me has Cinderella vibes. This is quite magical as well with the fireworks. Okay, pink, floaty, romantic. All these sparkles and bubbles. You are making progress. This is your action. You are taking steps. You can clearly see what you want, and you have a straight, direct path. You are climbing, you are ascending. You are walking into happiness. You are walking towards what you desire. The other person, playing it safe, seated in a beautiful garden, flowers on the table, looks a lovely place to be, tea on the table. Looks like there's some letters, some post. But this person, the other person that you're talking about, looks dissatisfied. They're looking inwards. Whereas all of this fireworks and magic is going on in the wilderness outside. Not the wilderness, but in the wild. And they've got their back to it, they're not seeing it, and it just doesn't fit with this great happy success where this person is absolutely wide open to it. What's between you? Okay, back and forth. Yeah. This is the energy. You're taking steps. Both feeling optimistic, and you both want this. This is the energy between you, kindred partnership. And yet this other person is going back and forth. I do see this as a new love situation. Perhaps your person is afraid to put their heart on the line again. These cards are just, is it too good to be true? Weighing it up and down, but do you see they're coming down on your side? Things are in your favour. They know there are sparks, they know there are fireworks, but possibly it's a little bit scary to put their heart on the line. Nothing else indicates that. And they're clearly bored with where they are, bored with playing it safe. They're going back and forth, but they need to take a risk. And all their other cards show perhaps they're optimistic. The only thing I can possibly think of is if you've got friends, if you are friends, if you've got friends in common, if you are colleagues, there's a possibility that they may see this relationship as creating some kind of a conflict with work, but they're coming down on your side. Okay, and the initiation, okay, yeah. The initiation between you both. Intuition and manifestation. Let's make sure you can see this. You both dream the same dream. I think you have the same vision. And I think both of you will use your intuition and manifest what you both desire, I think, which is a connection with each other. And it's just a very bright, light reading. Don't have any other cards. I want to just ask about this card. I'm just going to go and get another deck of cards. I'm sorry about that. I understand the back and forth. The playing it safe. What's the playing it safe card about, please? The playing it safe card about. Why is this person playing it safe? Okay, there we go. The Lovers. Enough said. I thought this is a love reading. They're playing it safe. They're bored with playing it safe. They want this, and it's very beautiful, very romantic, divinely blessed Lovers card. They're afraid, possibly been hurt in the past, but it's a wobble. I think this person you're inquiring about is somebody that you might be romantically interested in, and yes, they're romantically interested in you, and it's lovely. It's the beginning of a relationship, getting to know somebody when we're all nervous, but your heart booms, and you're both grateful and happy, and it looks lovely. What a lovely, positive, happy, uplifting reading to end on. That was your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, I'd be grateful if you would subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. You can also click the notification bell, which will let you know every time I upload a reading. Please feel free to give it a like, a share. Brightest blessings to you, pile 3.